Good morning. The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Welcome to our virtual admissions ceremony for Monday morning, January 25th, 2021. We're sorry we could not be all together with you in our beautiful courtroom on Madison Avenue, but I hope that will not take away from the importance of this moment to all of you. I would now like to call upon Ms. Veronica Guerrero, who you met earlier this morning.
Thank you, Justice. Good morning, and may it please the court. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this morning to present to the court 24 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this morning does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and I do hereby move for their admission.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Guerrero. I have had an opportunity to discuss this motion with my colleagues earlier this morning. I'm pleased to let you know that we are very happy to grant that motion. On behalf of all of the justices, we ask you to thank the members of the Character and Fitness Committee who have interviewed these candidates and reviewed their applications and presented us with what appears to be a very fine group of applicants for admission to the bar this morning. Thank you, Ms. Guerrero.
Thank you.
I would now like to call upon the clerk of the court, Susana Rojas, who will administer the oath of office.
Good morning, Justice Kapnick. Good morning, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. I will ask you to raise your right hand. At the end of the oath, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do." I now ask everyone to please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please respond by saying, "I do." Unmute your microphones, please.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. Please mute your microphones. Thank you.
And if I could just ask the judges to unmute their microphones so we can give a little round of applause for all of the new attorneys. Congratulations. Once again, if everyone would please mute their microphones, you can put your hands down. And at this time of the ceremony, it is traditional for one of the justices to make a few opening remarks. This morning, that privilege falls to my colleague, the Honorable Troy Weber.
Thank you, Justice Kapnick. On behalf of my fellow justices, again, I would like to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys. I would also like to congratulate their parents, family, and friends who supported them both emotionally as well as financially. Traditionally, in the admission ceremony, the justices would proceed into the courtroom. Ms. Guerrero would present the candidates for admission to the court. If the motion was granted, the court officer would ask that the candidates please stand and raise their right hand. Ms. Rojas would deliver the oath, and the officer would then ask the attorneys to be seated. That change in status from candidate to attorney would not be lost on the attorneys nor on the audience. Obviously, we would be in our majestic courtroom with its magnificent dome ceiling and the beautiful murals which line the walls, and not in our respective homes and offices. Please do not think that because we are virtual, that in any way diminishes your accomplishment or your achievements. In fact, what you have achieved in these trying times and what you will continue to achieve is perhaps all the more commendable. You should all be very proud of yourselves and should definitely savor the moment with your family and your friends, while of course practicing social distancing. Now, I must tell you that when the idea of virtual admissions was first broached, it was met by skepticism by some. As you may have surmised, it required countless hours of planning, technological modifications, and a few miscues. However, we adapted. And that is the beauty and the hallmark of our profession. That is what being an attorney is all about. The ability to adapt, the ability to recognize an issue or a problem and find a solution, and the ability to work together to do so. These are certainly extraordinary times, and we are all confronted with extraordinary challenges, both personal and professional. However, we are also confronted with the ability to bring about change and to make a difference. The ability to make the world a safer place for each of us, for our families and our individual communities. And when I say we, it is because we are all in it together. We are all there to support each other, to help and encourage each other. Now, there are many vehicles for making a difference. It may be volunteering to assist those less fortunate who are in need with legal issues. It may be serving as a mentor to a current law school student, students much like yourselves who are facing, and we're facing, a myriad of issues which were multifaceted and have never been faced by law school students in the past. It may be by joining a bar association or becoming more active in your law school or college alumni association. The practice of law is certainly in flux, and while this may be frightening and uneasy to many, it is also in many ways exciting. It allows all of us to think beyond what has been the norm, to explore new and arguably more efficient ways of practicing law. And it allows us to explore what we can be and what the practice of law, again, should be. Now, with the oath you have just taken also comes a set of principles and obligations that now become a part of your life forever, whether you remain a practicing attorney or not. For the rest of your days, you and your actions will be judged in light of your education and your status as a member of this profession. While many of us see this as a burden, it is also an honor. As Thurgood Marshall stated, each of you as an individual must pick your own goals. Listen to others, but do not become a blind follower. Do not wait for others to move, move yourself. Where you see wrong, inequality, or injustice, speak out. This past Wednesday, I was taken by the words of Amanda Gorman, our National Youth Poet Laureate. While I certainly cannot deliver her words as eloquently as she did, I leave you now with the last verse of her poem, The Hill We Climb. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if we're brave enough to see it, if we're brave enough to be it. So attorneys, plunge deeply. You all bring fresh ideas and talents to a noble as well as a great profession. My congratulations to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Justice Weber, for your inspiring remarks to our new candidates, our new attorneys. This admission ceremony is now concluded and court is adjourned. Thank you all very much and best of luck.
The judges will